So do you trust me?
Have I ever?
Uh, you shouldn't, but that's just how things go.
I take it that was the question.
Yeah, no, that was totally the question.
Okay.
So we're talking Steins Gate,
Which thanks for to the comments again for suggesting it.
and I think you should
Oh,
start off like, okay, so what's the premise here?
before that, we're the Psychosis Collective. We
Well,
should probably we should
what?
probably do that first.
Okay, I'm assuming people can actually read the title. That's just how I am.
It's a static intro,
And you're an asshole, so let's go with it.
and I'm proud of it. Anyways,
All
so
right.
repeat yourself. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there.
Okay, so Steins Gate. I th- I read a perfect post by somebody about Steins Gate, and the post was, so Steins Gate boils down to a guy who laughs at microwaving bananas.
It, it they're not wrong, but at the same time, like it. First off, like, what were your general opinions about the anime?
Okay,
What,
well,
like your starting opinions?
okay. My starting opinion is that they fucked up
Okay.
in a very very easy way. So like instead of looking at it like a season or like two seasons of a show, you should look at it like it's two Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, just two full two-part movies.
Sure, because I've totally seen the Harry Potter movies.
Okay, so for those of us who speak actual English, um
Uh, no, I understand what you mean. Like
like
they're two completely they're kind of linked, but not totally.
so like no, I'm saying like they're linked and everything, but like as a like looking at it from a perspective of how it was structured, it's like the first half of both seasons is super slow.
I never actually got a chance to start the second season. I don't think I did.
Oh, it was basically was one season 25 episodes?
Yes,
Oh god. I yeah. No, I just watched the one season then. But like it okay, so
I'm
it felt
pretty
like
sure.
I thought the seasons were 12, whatever. I might be wrong on that. I thought I
Well,
watched both seasons which equated to 25, but
it might be, and like the place I watched it just kind of did all of them under one name.
yeah,
Give
that's
me
the
a
same. I did it on YouTube, so that's kind of how it worked out.
Yeah, no, it as far as I know, it was like very it was a very long anime.
I think the problem it suffered from is that it was long-winded, but like if you're talking about like just going around with time travel, like I don't understand why the first part of the first I'm going to say they're two separate seasons. I'm going to say that it's just two separate seasons cuz that's what it felt like. But the first part of the first season was unnecessarily long cuz it didn't really establish anything in that point in time. Like it was kind of getting through the premises, but it didn't really do anything for me.
It yeah, it was very it is a very slow start. Like I it wasn't until about halfway through, we'll say like second season, because like yeah, I'm kind of looking it up a little bit, and like the other thing that it's listing are just the OVAs. So I'm guessing the full 25 episodes are the two seasons. So, but yeah, the essentially the first half slash first season was very slow.
I mean, like it kind of saved itself like halfway through because things actually started happening. But I think that like that was my problem with it is that it was just so slow for no reason. Like you could have just cut down on a lot of that. I mean, the first part of the second season was like the same problem because you're going over the same couple days, which I understand in terms of talking about it in a in time travel sense, and the guy's just going over and over the same shit, but like it just does not equate to very like active viewership, if that makes sense.
I understand why it was slow because it was very confusing. Like initially it isn't until they actually start doing stuff where you kind of learn what's going on, but at the same time I think it felt slow because it was confusing. And then they also had to introduce a lot of characters.
See, what I think, whoa, I pressed on the wrong thing. By the way, you better freaking like appreciate the amount of work I'm doing right now for this to be any sort of like watchable. Oh, I see how it is. Oh my god, I am so tilted right now. I'm so tilted. All right.
You need a leveler.
I don't think you understand what the heck's going on here, and this is all sorts of awkward. So
no, like honestly, I'd be there if I could, but
so yeah, no, like I think also like when I first started watching it, I was in the wrong mindset for it. Cause like I don't know what I was expecting. Like it really didn't go in with any expectations, but like instead of getting, let's just say SYD, I got like freaking Hamlet. Like,
oh god, that's like comparing. Oh my gosh.
But you get what I mean? Like I was
like,
expecting like anime, like super like weird, cheesy, like whatever. And then like this thing's actually structured like a full on like production.
Yeah, no, I mean it like the story was pretty solid. I'm not gonna deny that. Like when I first started watching it, I only had enough time to watch the first 3 episodes right away, and I was not impressed. Like I was almost losing my interest. But then you mentioned to me like it picked up after like episode 6 or so like that, and it really did. Like I got to episode 6 and I told myself, I'm like, okay, impress me, and it started to do it. Like it actually started to pick up and stuff like that. Like there was one redeeming quality of the anime that like kept me around, and that was Mayuri. I freaking loved her.
See, like I don't
was
know,
adorable.
like see I'm gonna full on admit that I did not like this anime, and like straight up it might even go under my list of hated anime, and it's for completely personal reasons that I really shouldn't get into, but I'm going to anyway because this is how blogs work, or vlogs, or whatever the fuck you want to call this. So like vlogs. So like I hate this main character, like with a passion, because it reminds me of me, where I come up with an idea and like everyone else, I'm all like, yo, we should do this, and like everyone else works on it, and I'm fucking useless. Like this character is useless. Like, does he do, like, besides him not, like, okay, so, like, people jump time streams, right? And they're, like, all over the place. They're, like, going this way, that way, whatever. But, like, all of them, like, don't retain their memories besides this main character. And that's his only use through the entire show, is keeping some sort of consistency. So they know what timeline they're in. But, like, God, is he useless? He comes up with an idea and it's all like, dude, you should do time travel. And, like, he just doesn't do anything. He, like, what's her name? Kurisu? Yeah, Kurisu. So like Kurisu's just Kurisu. Like fucking carrying his ass like a fucking boss. Or Daru? Is that the other guy?
Daru's the super hacker.
Yeah, so Daru's also carrying his dumbass. So like the entire show, I'm just like, dude, this show makes me hate myself, like, more than anything else. Which, by the way, and I don't know if we should discuss this real quick, because like we won't go in detail, but like I had an idea, and I was wondering if we could just like do a vlog about it, and be like, and like I don't know, post it or something, because I kind of like the idea.
Well, we could talk about this afterwards, and yeah, I don't really care.
Okay, so but that means that like we announced that we're doing it now, like, you know, just.
I guess, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
Cool. We're doing that then. That'll be our extra episode or whatever.
Or it'll be a different series, quote unquote.
Well, I mean, like if I just do it like once in a blue moon, I don't have ideas like all the time, but like, you know, start off somewhere. Okay, so sorry. Woo, distracted. All right.
Yeah,
so
ADD. Fuck.
What about ADD? I don't know what to talk about. I got ADD. No, you know what?
Sorry, you have ADOS, attention
I'm
deficit. Ooh, shiny.
See, now I'm giving you a thumbs up, dude. You don't even know what's going on the screen. That's what's great about this, by the way. I'm completely doing this all on my own, and whatever happens is totally my fault, and I don't know what you're talking about, because he's totally happy about this, right? Look at him. He's so happy.
Oh my god.
Aren't you worried about what's happening in the background now?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Not even caring.
All right. So,
Because I know it's dumb, because it's you.
all right. No, we'll put things down for now. So, like, I don't know. Was there anything that like was super good about it? You know what I mean? Like, something that
like
made
I
you
said
recommend
before,
it.
Mayuri. I loved her. She was adorable. She was so upbeat.
Oh, dude. Okay, that was part of my problem with the show. All right, it wasn't that Mayuri was a problem. Okay, because Mayuri was like, I mean, she'd be a solid character if they built her up before bad things happened. Right?
They sort of did.
Well, like,
but
like they started the build up after horrible shit went down. They're like, "Oh, this is why you should feel bad for her," and like, it's ruined already. I don't care. Right? Like if they put if they put all those memories like earlier in the season when they were supposed to, when they were supposed to be building up characters, but were just kind of dicking around, like if they put that at the beginning, it would have been fine. And I would have been like, awesome. Like, yeah, you actually feel something for this character. But like...
But I think they just kind of did that as sort of like... They didn't really do... The only real like back pass thing that they did that they introduced later was how her and Okabe, or whatever his name is, actually like met. And like why she referred to herself as his hostage. Like, that was the only past thing. Everything else with her character building happened throughout the series. Like, the kind of person she is and everything like that.
See, I completely disagree, because she falls off. Like, she's there for, like, 3 episodes, just, like, showing people around, right? And that's, like, all you see of her is, like, the 3 episodes, or, like, the 3 times where she's like, oh, I'll show you around your new members, right? And, like, after that, she just fucking falls off the face of the earth, like, shows up, like, once or twice. But, like... If you want to have that be a huge plot point, or like, you know, the staple of the season or whatever, like, don't leave me hanging like that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
They could have done a way better job of building her up, I think. Along with I don't know.
So what were your opinions on each character individually? We already talked about Okabe.
Okay. So Okabe I fucking hate with a passion. Fucking
He got a little annoying a little fast, but yeah. it was his character, and like I kind of just accepted that.
So like he was annoying at the beginning, and then like midway through he's fine because he's preoccupied with other shit, and then like right at the end he starts becoming super fucking annoying again. I'm all like, God, am I really this bad? And turns out yes I am. I mean, like, Daru's pretty good. Daru I think is pretty solid. I would actually like
He's
it better.
He's such a pervert.
I don't care. I don't even care about that. Like, he was just more solid.
I was gonna say I loved it because he was a freaking pervert.
See, I don't even think he was that bad necessarily as compared. Like, he actually got shit done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna put more emphasis toward people that actually get things accomplished, and like the 2 people that actually get shit accomplished the entire series are Kirisu and Daru. Like, everybody else in that series is like thumb up butt retarded or like not doing anything. It bothered me.
I was gonna say, so what about Kirisu?
God, I love that girl.
I just love how like
God damn it. I didn't even want to admit it. Like she's more lovable than like Mayuri easily.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like I said, I loved Mayuri just cuz she was adorable.
But like it pisses me off. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, by the Oh my god. I swear to God if you do that again. I can mute your microphone right the fuck now.
That was like one of my favorite things she did though.
But she did it so goddamn often.
I know. It was when she was like saying hi or bye. It was
Yeah.
basically her hello or goodbye.
But like, see, my problem is they made Kirisu like major tsundere. Like that was just like I think.
I forget what that is.
Okay, so like it's somebody who's interested in somebody else and acts like they're completely disinterested because of whatever fucking reason.
Yeah, no, that's
like if they made her a normal person and just made her super smart and maybe like fucking like more distant, like that would be fine, like, but not like tsundere, man. Like that's just wrong. Like I don't like that staple in anime. It's just fully annoying.
So what about moving on? What about the very, very cute feminine guy?
Oh, but it's a guy.
But it's a guy. Literally.
The fucking...
That was just everything was just he's like very feminine, more feminine than girls.
No,
but it's a guy.
What I don't fucking understand is why telling his mom to eat more vegetables made him a girl. I don't get it. Like
because that was the myth that if you eat meat as like vegetables are supposed to be more like healthy and like females are supposed to eat them more. And meat is more associated with guys, so.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Like, I'm just watching that part, like, I almost started crying, because, like, it's just too ridiculous.
Or when he's just like, oh yeah, it's a guy. And they're just all like, you're a dick.
they're all railing on him. Like,
I was like, what are you talking about?
I do like the amount of change they had for like repercussions for some of this stuff, but like
the butterfly effects,
like the butterfly effects were actually pretty well demonstrated, but I'm not quite sure about a lot of that too, because a lot of it seemed kind of contrived in a way.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know, it's just, I mean, the trap. I can't remember what the trap's name was. Oh, okay. Luca, Luka, Luka. Yeah,
the
Luca.
trap.
The like that one seems like super contrived. The eat more vegetables and you'll be a girl. You know, like that one does not seem like it fits the rest of the series.
Well, it's one of those things where they kind of had to use a myth. I'm sure that's actually a myth in Japan.
I mean, I'm sure it is too, but at the same point, like,
well, they even pointed it out, like, oh, it's probably not gonna work because it hasn't been proven.
Well,
but then there was the chance that, like, oh, it actually did, but.
Yeah, no, like that's super weird, and I don't think they should have went with that. I think they could have had him wish for something and had that happen and be like more impactful than that. You know what I mean?
It was funnier though.
It was a little awkward, I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry. I thought it was hilarious when he just started sexually assaulting her. Him. The him that became the her.
Well, this conversation got a lot darker.
Well,
we might need to move on.
Okay.
All of a sudden,
I realized what I just said.
For...
I realized what I just said. It was funny. No, the section. Okay, that part itself was not funny. It was just the fact that like he was just getting shut up. Oh my god, I didn't. Oh god.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious, dude. I'm not even. You know what I'm gonna do?
Know what I mean, though. Like it was more or less the fact that he was getting reamed, and it was like he instead of thinking about how to like prove or say something, he just fucking went and did that.
Yeah, no kidding.
And like because of that, he got like tortured.
Yeah.
And like basically his shit kicked in.
So. So yeah, no, that was just ridiculous.
Remember, folks, sexual assault is not okay.
Now that we got the PSA out of the way, because
I
one
was
of our
just gonna
one
make
of,
a
one of one of
PSA
our
joke.
one of our members was obviously promoting some not so good behavior.
I was not promoting it.
No, but you said it was funny.
You shut your whore mouth.
How would you know it's a whore mouth? All right, so is there anything like that you definitely want to say about this? Like, I'm pretty sure we covered all the facets, because like there's not a whole heck of a lot to talk about. Like
What about Moek, or what's her face? The texting one, Shining Fingers or whatever. I can't remember her actual name. It's like Moeba or something.
I don't know. She was so unimportant.
Like, not. At some point, she became like, holy crap.
Like, that's my problem, is like these arches, they make sense when you like tear them apart, but they don't. Like, there's so many better ways that they could have like created conflict in that way. But
I will like this. They set up him like returning to the past and stuff like that. They set that up really freaking well. Like earlier in the season, like in the first episode, you hear like he hears a scream, and like
okay, that I have to say was a good payoff. I'm not gonna lie. That was
like a lot of the crap that they did. Like it made sense later. Like it did. Like some of the things I called, I was like, I knew it. Like the chick from the future, like Amane or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I knew that Daru was her dad. Like it was so obvious. Like it was so obvious.
See, the only reason I will say it wasn't obvious to me, only because I didn't give a shit about that character. Like,
Okay.
does that make sense though? Like, I was just not that into that character, so like I just didn't care.
What about Mr. Braun in the when he's trying to undo the text that crazy texting chick was doing?
I'm sorry, Mr. Braun was hilarious. I think they should have had.
No,
I think,
like just that twist of just like, oh yeah, I'm like obviously if you guys have been like paying any attention, spoilers. The fact that he was FB and it was just like, what the? I'm like, what?
that was.
I'm like,
I don't understand why a lot of that shit was like the way they set it up was very. I think their setups were very lackluster, except for the big setup, which was him going back in time and setting up
save her.
Like to save Kurisu. So like besides him going back and saving her, like every other setup they had, like every other twist was seriously lackluster. I thought it was
the whole series boiled down to don't fuck with time.
Which is like, I mean, the obvious moral here, right? Like
it literally, that's all it boiled down to, was literally just, what about the pink-haired cat girl?
Oh, I mean, she was interesting. She was definitely interesting. I mean,
she was so annoying at times, though.
Yeah, but I mean, that when you kind of like you see a pink-haired cat girl and you're gonna be like, yeah, no, she's gonna be fucking annoying through this entire series.
But it was just like, oh, the one dude became a chick. That fucked with time so badly.
I don't know. I think
sorry, it messed with time, not a super large amount, but it messed with some stuff.
See,
it messed where the computer was.
See,
because
I think the payoff to the show is sometime later, because like these 2 seasons, right? So the 2 seasons that we watched were boring. I'm not gonna like beat around the bush here. I was bored through 90% of it with like 10% payoff. And that's being generous with the 10% payoff, right? But like what I think would have been more interesting than that is establishing that someone's like keeping track of the timeline. This person obviously has been through time travel before, but doesn't have access to it now, and is now trying to counteract time travel in the future so that they can actually have a future to look forward to. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like the aftermath, when after he's saved Kirisu, Mayuri's saved, everybody's saved and together, and they're all part of this group because of all of the shit that's happened. What would be more interesting is him actively trying to stop whatever that company was, right?
CERN.
So yeah, no, he's actively trying to stop CERN from doing some stupid shit with time travel and fucking up the timeline to a point where there's just war. That would be more interesting than having the staleness of actually going through time travel, because going through time travel so many times, you see the same thing over and over and there's no progress being made, or the progress there is very, very small and very little, where you could actually have like a very compelling action-based storyline, or maybe not just action, maybe like covert op storyline, right? After the fact, which would be much more compelling than what I think we got with just Steins Gate.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's really I'm not gonna like. I understand why people like this. Why people like this anime.
Oh yeah,
I'm very in the middle about it. I didn't hate it. Because I've seen some very bad stuff, like very bad anime. Yeah. And I've seen like stuff that was better than this, in my opinion. And that's what this is. It's our opinions, and we're sorry if you don't agree with it.
See, I'm not like I'll go out on here too. Like I'll say that like I did not like the anime, right? But I will not put it down for what it was, because what it was like, it was solid, but it wasn't...
It was more of a realistic time-traveling scenario.
Yeah.
Like, where it's like, yeah, instead of just being like, oh, yeah, we minorly changed the past, and, like, we're just going to keep rolling with it, and everything's going to be fine, everything's going to work out fine. It's like, no, it literally demonstrated the huge impact of the butterfly effect.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that it got bogged down with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's like, oh yeah, more and more crap kept happening just because you changed one little thing by mistake.
Like it's the fact that it dragged on so long. That's like, it could have easily been over, I'd like to say, after the first season, with both seasons worth of content. Both seasons worth of content could have been filtered down to one season.
Yeah, there was a lot of filler. And I think some of the biggest filler that I noticed was when he was trying to fix everybody's changes. It was like they could have cut down, like, yeah, he had to explain everything again to like Krisu, and
the explanation happened every time.
Yeah, it could have just been like, oh, time skip, and she's like, okay. So how do we fix this then, this time? Instead of being like, oh yeah.
I think they even started doing that after like the 7th time, but I think they could have done it after like the 2nd or 3rd. Like they just set up that little phrase or whatever and be like, yep, nope, we're going.
Yeah.
So
I agree. It seemed like there was a lot of unnecessary. It wasn't like full episodes of it, but there was a lot of just filler.
No, it was a lot of the little stuff. I mean, like the constant banana thing, or the constant earthquakes, and like the guy getting pissed about it. Like, obviously he's gonna get pissed about it. We know this. You can quit cutting to him getting pissed about it. You know what I mean? But
yeah. When was do you know when this anime was made?
This was recent, I think, or more recent. This was made in 2009, October of 2009.
Okay, so it doesn't even have the excuse of, oh, it's like It's an older anime, so it's acceptable.
Well, like even if it was an older anime, it wouldn't be acceptable. I mean, you like don't get me right or don't get me wrong. Don't get me right. Okay. The art direction I think was really well done, and like the animation was amazing. But
Yeah, no, it was actually really well made.
in terms of storyline, it just seemed to drag its heels way too hard.
Yeah, like I said, there was a lot of good parts to it though. A lot of actually pretty funny stuff.
Well, we have to start wrapping this up because we're already at 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
So
I guess.
So that's our opinions on Steins Gate.
Yeah.
Greg, it is officially your turn.
Yeah. Just one real more quick closing thing. Like, do you recommend watching it?
I recommend it only if you really like Deathly Hallows and waiting forever for payoffs.
Like, I'd say, like, I had people suggest it to me. Like, I had some people at work who said that they've seen it and they loved it.
See, what I could say is that if you're like into art and like direction and like watch it, like take some notes from it, but
if you're looking for a more kind of like realistic time travel scenario, it is good. But otherwise, like, it's not the kind of anime that I would normally watch myself.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't fantastic.
Like, yeah, no,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it would have benefited greatly from either more action or more. It needed more of something to keep people interested.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
It needed more engagement. There we go. We'll leave it at that. That's my opinion. It needed something more to engage the viewers. But,
All right. So back to what you were saying.
Yep,
yes, it I guess it is my turn since you before we did Steins Gate, you were the one who did Hanamaru Kindergarten.
Yeah.
So I decided to go with one that was actually I thought was pretty cute since you gave me cute, which I actually really enjoyed it. I'm going to give you K-On.
Okay, K-On. K-On?
Yeah, it's K-O-N.
K-O-N exclamation point. There we go.
Yes. So it's I actually really enjoyed it. My brother is the one who introduced it to me, and
all right.
I thought it was pretty cute.
All right.
Very light. So.
All right. So I haven't seen it, so seems like it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's all we got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you got to this far in the video, please please praise me for my awesome skills on making this backdrop, because obviously he's not here and I was doing things.
You made a backdrop.
Don't worry about it, man. It's fine. I completely took care of everything. Animation is complete, man. I am the best animator ever. So,
oh my gosh.
So please give me some praise and
send us more like recommendations in the comments and stuff,
because like
it was really nice. It was nice getting a recommendation because like I said, I wouldn't have watched this normally, and I like getting introduced to like different kinds of stuff.
Dude, I've been binge watching things trying to find stuff to watch, man. It's been pretty gross.
Yeah. So I mean like give us more suggestions, and even if it's like a super well-known one, we'll still watch it.
Should we be like should we like give each other like, you're the weeb, I'm the scrub or something, like, because you know way more about anime than I do. I haven't watched much of it. I watched mainly,
and I don't even know a ton. I don't really even know like a ton of animes and stuff like that. A lot of the times, like, how I find out about animes, people give me their recommendations. And then I watch it and I'll either like it or I don't.
See, I followed this thing on Facebook, right? And it's like all these like weird anime memes and stuff, and like I'll look for something, find some like weird translation or something, and feel like, all right, I'll give this a shot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I'll read and watch even like super major titles like I read One Piece, Fairy Tail.
Dude,
I
swear
love
to God,
Sword Art.
I swear to God, if you say we're gonna watch One Piece, I'm going to lose my mind. I know how long this
I
series
would
is.
I would never put you through that torture.
Because
there is no way that I would put you through that.
I'd be so goddamn lost.
To catch up with the entire manga when it was only in like, I want to say like the late 500 chapters, it took me like a couple weeks. Like I would not put you through having to watch it.
That sounds like torture. All right, so
because I will never do that to you.
It's okay. I've got plans for you, sir. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please just let us know if or let me know how much of a god I am for like on the spot animation, and hopefully you guys enjoyed.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Leave us comments and stuff. Bye.
You fucking sellout.